for me, I use your music when I'm working out.
Many people say that. I think I need to put it on to like inspire myself.
Hey, Snap, by the way.
Good life.
For days. Oh man, it's so awesome that you can join us and just like chat, even though you are quarantined, it looks. Let's first kick off with what has Jess been up to during quarantine?
What has Jess been up to? Jess has been, I don't know, she's been doing, I guess I've done a little bit of exercise, which I've tried to like motivate myself in the morning. I try and do like at least half an hour a day. I'll follow a video or do something. I've cooked a lot of food, which is fun. I've eaten a lot of food. What else have I done? I've tried to teach myself how to like record and engineer and stuff on my laptop and make a bit of music, which has been fun. I've read a little bit, I've painted. I've actually done quite a bit. I deep cleaned my whole apartment. I've drunk a lot of wine. So, yeah.
Love it. We can't have any cigarettes or booze during our lockdown.
Do you know what's been actually amazing is that, in all honesty, I've been on lockdown, I think now nearly 7 weeks. And I really haven't, I say I've drunk wine and what have you, but the amount I've actually, it's not as nice sitting there drinking without socializing. And I've realized how, you don't drink as much and you don't feel the need for that, you know?
Yeah.
What I do enjoy is like, I'm lucky that I am stocked up, and I am able to just have a glass of wine with a dinner or whatever it is. But yeah, I think it's a great thing that you can't buy alcohol, especially cigarettes. That's amazing.
Everyone's trying to work together, and out of this darkness, there is a lot of light, right?
I hope so, yeah. I mean, I really hope that there is going to be light.
Oh, girl, there has to be.
Yeah, I'll tell you now. Wow, there will be, I believe.
Oh, well, I wanted to firstly, have you been getting some rest? You haven't stopped moving since 2015 when that first album came out. And then the second album came out and you were touring. And now is the one moment you kind of can rest.
Yeah. My campaign finished at around October, November. So since then, I've actually, I have been able to have a lot of me time. And I luckily, before all of this happened, I was able to travel and spend a lot of time with my family and with my friends. But yeah, it's been really like rewarding, I guess, for my mental to be able to kind of be at one at home and do all the normal things again, like cook and do the washing and the cleaning and, you know, do all the things that I used to do so much of. And it's like being able to kind of rejuvenate my mind to be inspired again. It's been really nice. I have to say, I didn't think it was going to go on this long, my chill period, but I didn't think I'd be going into May still kind of chilling. But yeah, you know, I'm still finding ways to keep myself busy, and, you know, I make sure that I have to-do lists, and, you know, I still have goals. I think that's super important for anyone. But yeah, it's been a really nice period of time for me to just get to like have some zen.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. Everyone's kind of seems to be finding their peace or finding their way to keep peace. What is your go-to? Some use yoga, some use workout. What is your go-to to find your zen?
I know the one thing that really does help me is exercise and breathing fresh air and doing, you know, burning like sweat is definitely something that helps my head. I also know that cooking really helps me, and eating food as well.
Yep.
And sitting on the sofa and watching TV. Like, there's the healthy things that benefit me, but there's also things that, you know, I love, like a bag of sweets. Like, I can't lie. I love chocolate.
There's nothing wrong with balance, right? There is nothing wrong with balance.
No, I was talking earlier and I was saying, you know, we're going through a time where I think you have to have balance in all frames of life. I think you need to, yes, be positive and do the things that make you feel good, but you also need to have those. You have to also embrace the moments where you're feeling like unmotivated and low, or you're feeling like you do feel anxious about it. You have to embrace that and deal with that as well, rather than brush it off and try and constantly compete with yourself. I think that's also important. Like, we're going through a dark time. No wonder you're going to feel sometimes a little bit low. Like, we're all stuck indoors because of something negative. But it's amazing how people are finding so many positive things, you know, to teach themselves and to do through this time. I guess we're all going to come out with a very, very different head on our shoulders.
And I think that's the beauty about this.
Yeah.
Things that you never thought you would do, you're doing. I mean, are you being forced to write music? Are you forcing yourself to do it? Or are you kind of just like, you know what, whatever happens, happens at the stage?
I'm kind of like, I've had moments where I felt really inspired. I've set up like a studio at home, and I'm like, do you know what? If I feel inspired, I'm going to go and record. And if I feel like something comes to me, I'm going to go and write, and I'm going to take that opportunity. But I'm not going to force myself. Like, I do find it difficult to do everything myself. It's not something that I'm like amazingly technical at. You know, and I've got amazing musicians and people that have sent me things and that I can write with, and you know, people that I can call and we can potentially do, you know, sessions or what have you. But I think a lot of us, artists, writers, producers and what have you, are kind of taking a moment for ourselves, because it is a very fast-paced industry. And It is quite nice to feel like I don't have to. And if I feel inspired, I can.
I mean, you're seeing a lot of artists pushing stuff on social media, and you kind of feel the pressure, but at the same time, you're just like, wait, hang on, I just finished touring, or I just finished this. I'm tired. I'm okay to just chill today on my bum. Otherwise, maybe I'll jump back on it tomorrow. And it's totally allowed. You have had more number ones, and I have to say this because it's a big deal. And I'm sure you've heard it a lot. You've had more number ones than any other British female artist. What is your secret weapon?
I have to be honest with you, I really don't know what the weapon is. It's such an amazing title to hold, you know. And I feel so grateful for so many people, you know, who love the music and have made that a possibility. I guess for me, it's like I always approach everything with just honesty and realness. And, you know, I feel like, I guess when people listen to music, they want to feel something and they want to feel like they can relate. And so I try to, I guess I think that might be part of it. But I feel like you have to ask the public, because I don't actually know.
That's a good point. But you are right about the relatable. And I mean, for me, I use your music when I'm working out. That's a huge part of. It's like on my workout playlist on my Spotify.
So many people say that. I think I need to put it on to like inspire myself.
It gets you motivated, keeps you going, and you're just like, yeah, I can take over the world right about now. And that's what it is like. I mean, it's beautiful from that perspective. You always sound so jolly. Is it jolly all the time?
I'm not going to lie. I am an upbeat girl. I love to laugh, and I always see the funny things in life. I really do. It's just part of how I grew up. Like, my dad is very similar to me. My family are very much like that. And you know what? I feel like I have my moments 100%. You know, we all get angry and upset or whatever it is. But I definitely look at the positives more than I do the negatives.
And then I wanted to ask you, before I've got these awesome rapid fire questions for you where you have to like answer real quick. Before I get into that, I think I just want to find out from you, what advice would you give for any female artist that is seeking some confidence and some kind of validation to step into their life, to step into their arena, to just step onto that stage, because your story kind of links to that.
I think my advice would always be find your message and find yourself in your sound, and be confident in whatever that is, and make sure that you believe it, because the only way that other people are going to invest and believe in you is if you believe in yourself. And if you have a message that you connect with, then other people will hopefully, and most definitely will. I think that would be my advice.
Namaste. Can we get a song like that now? Oh, I love it. Okay, let me get into my rapid fire questions for you, Jess. All right. Last song you downloaded?
Mirror by Madison Ward.
The song that still gives you goosebumps?
Wow. X Factor, Lauryn Hill.
Oh, nice choice. Nice choice. Who would you love to be stuck in quarantine with?
I wish I had my dog. My mum won't let me have him. She's like, it's the only thing that's keeping her sane, so I have to respect that. She deserves it for me.
Too busy, that's why.
Yes. And also, I guess it's, you know what, my mum's like, I need company. She's like, I love your dad, but I love him so much. I'm like, cool.
Favorite day of the week? Not a trick question.
Thursday's my favorite day.
Okay, done.
I say it's that moment where you've got loads of stuff done in your week. You've got kind of going into the weekend and you feel like it's okay to do whatever you want.
Yeah. No, you've got a good point. And it's close to the weekend. I mean, Thursday's a really cool day, just generally. Yeah. So I think well done on making a song on about Thursday then. And then lastly, nickname your parents used to call you.
My mum and dad, it'd be like Jess on a normal day, and on an angry day, Jessica.
Oh, of course. Full name. It's like your full-on government name.
Jessica Hannah Glynne, get in now.
Jess, we absolutely love you. We need you in South Africa, babe.
I'll be there, probably. As soon as I can, I'm there. Boom.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Have a good day. You too, man. Bye.
5FM. Watch 5FM TV on YouTube. 5FM.